I'm here to be an all-time great.
Now rocking with the best.
Purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Welcome to the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
The latest Laker news.
Another great Showtime feed.
The greatest Lakers show.
This is going to be legendary for a long time.
This is the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Lakers all day.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby, here from Big Baby Sports. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications for each and every podcast, Big Game Show, and more. Also, Big Baby Sports subscribes with exclusive content, Lakers post-game show, breaking news, and special podcast. Y'all can donate to the channel, Cash App as well, Big Baby Jonathan. We got some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. We made a trade. Yay! Let's go. Let's go, man. I love it. Get into the details real soon. Give me 1 second. Y'all hit that like. As people come in here, hit that like button. But man, we did it. Lakers have traded Gabe Vincent. Lakers have traded Gabe Vincent to the Atlanta Hawks for Luke Kennard. I like this move, and happy NBA trade deadline. We made a move. I like this move. I really like this move. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you why. Because Luke Kennard look at that. And we need to address shooting. Luke Kennard shooting this season. This is really good. Leads the NBA in top single season three-pointer in NBA history. I love it. You know what I mean? We get rid of Gabe Vincent. Everybody's talking about get rid of Gabe Vincent. Let's trade him. I thought we were going to not make a move. And I'm going to say it. I was wrong. You know what I mean? I thought we were just going to stay pat. But, hey, I'm glad that we did this move. Now we get a three-point specialist in Luke Kennard. He's one of the best shooting three-pointers in the NBA. And, you know, if you double team Luka, he'll be open. So I'm intrigued and excited. You feel me? You know what I mean? You said I was praying for LeBron was traded. Yeah, man. Me too, but it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen, but let me see here. So this is Luke Kennard is on an expiring contract. Allowing the Lakers to maximize their 2026 cap flexibility. They can just have just under $50 million in cap space while being able to re-sign Austin Reeves after he denies his player option. So this is a salary cap trade as far as he's going to be an expiring contract. So it's like, you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see if we re-sign Luke Kennard, but I like the move. It's going to boost our bench from three-pointer standpoint. You know what I mean? We got a sharp shooter. You know, I like the move. That's the crazy thing. We played tonight versus the 76ers. So now what we need to do is, if we don't make a trade, if this is the only trade that we do, then we just go for the buyout market. You know what I mean? We weren't going to trade for Giannis. We weren't going to trade Reeves. You know what I mean? Now we're going to see what's up with this trade with Luke Kennard coming here, because I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I got to be honest with y'all. Sometimes when we get players that are sharpshooters, they forget to shoot with the Lakers. Being honest. We said the same thing with a former Laker, Gabe Vincent. He came in here, right? Couldn't shoot. He shoot the basketball when he came here. You know what I mean? Everybody hit that like button. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So I like the move. He'll bring a spark off our bench with potentially Rui. Probably Dalton connected, probably next one out of here. But we're going to see what happens with moving forward. But we made a trade finally. I like it. But let me see here. Yeah, his field goal percentage from three is amazing. You know what I mean? And I like the move. It brings us sharp shooting that we desperately needed. We went for one of our weaknesses as far as what we're struggling with, and we got him. And we give up Gabe Vincent in the 2032 second round pick to Atlanta Hawks. You feel me? So it's like, let me see here. I think something. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to add one more piece. I think like an athletic wing. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. There's Rui Hachimura available. Rui Hachimura his expiring contract too, but we'll see. Yeah, but also too, we have no more second round picks at all, so we just gotta try for one more thing, and then if not, then we can keep this team how it is. You know. But man, Gabe Vincent, man, good luck in Atlanta, bro. Good luck in Atlanta Hawks, man. You'll be missed. Thank you for your time with the Lakers, man. Appreciate you. So it's a double expiring contract. Luke Kennard, $11 million. Gabe Vincent, $11.5 million. So it's a salary cap. Now we're gonna see if we can get rid of Maxi Kleber's contract, Dalton Connect, and Rui. So we'll see. But it's gonna be an interesting deadline. Giannis probably not gonna get traded. Jonathan Kuminga got traded yesterday. I'll dive into that in a little bit. But Luke Kennard is shooting 49% from three. It's only on 3.2 attempts, but they're about to go up. Yeah, hell yeah, they're about to go with Luka here. Luke Kennard, Luka Reeves. It's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? He's going to be running off those screens. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for this move. Really excited. You know what I mean? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Showman Multimedia? What's going on, man? Man, hit that like button, man. I know I'm early on this NBA trade deadline special. I like it. I like the NBA trade deadline special, but overall, just this was a move that was meant to be, y'all. Because I know I said we ain't gonna make a move, but hey, I was wrong and I own up to it. But I know I like the move. I like it. I like the move. We got a 3-point specialist, but that's the thing. Defense. And I think we need to address that. We address the shooting. Now we need to go get a wing defender. You know what I mean? A lot of the players that we're interested in are gone. You know what I mean? Yeah, most defenses, they are overpriced. And the Lakers probably just gonna go to the buyout market. But we got to get rid of Maxi Kleber, Dalton Connect, an expiring contract because we're, like I said, clearing cap space for the offseason. But I feel like this is our free agency right here, is to make moves right now. And I honestly think that let me see here. Damn, hold on. Yeah, man, get the likes up, man. So that we got to make a trade for a wing defender and more. You know what I mean? Damn. Warriors offered 4 unprotected first-round picks in their package for Giannis. 4 unprotected. That's crazy. Let's see. Montrezl Harrell. We ain't gonna get Montrezl Harrell, bro. We're good. As far as like what Lakers need to do, like for real, go get some 3-and-D players or some wing defenders. We need size and athleticism. Because if you know that you're addressing shooting, then that means they're addressing our wing defenders. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh yeah, he's not getting traded. You already know that. Giannis ain't getting traded. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. He said the summer Lakers are. Yeah, man, the summer Lakers, we're gonna be having cap space, having all this type of room to make moves. But we'll see how we gonna make the moves. We're gonna see how we move. You know what I mean? But overall, I give this an A++ due to the fact that we addressed what we need. And I shout out to Rob Pelinka for going what you need to address. And now keep going. You know what I mean? Trade deadline's a couple hours away. It's deadline special, y'all. Of course, not surprised. All that stuff Giannis was saying, all the rumors that was going on. Bucks don't feel pressured by Giannis that he'll be traded. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I changed my stance on Giannis, bro. Stay away. But let me see. Hold on. Damn. I like the move for the Lakers, but also too, he plays defense. He needs to play defense. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's crazy how literally yesterday we were talking about. I thought Lakers would make a trade, and then we trade Gabe Vincent. Now he's in Atlanta. Atlanta Hawks got Jonathan Kuminga yesterday for Porzingis. And Porzingis is going to be a Golden State Warrior. That's going to be an interesting move. There's a lot of trades percolated. You know what I mean? And I see, that's the thing. We didn't think we were going to get anybody, right? And this was this just shows you that Lakers don't link anything, because I didn't think we were going to get anybody. Luke Kennard, that's a surprise to me. You know what I mean? Are you going to go live today? Are you happy about it? Angry or what? I like it. But hey, we addressed it that we need it. Everybody's talking about Rob Pelinka needs to address what we're struggling on. We're struggling on shooting. Okay. We front office, okay, we need to get better shooters. Okay, we're going to address what we need. Better shooters. Okay, bet. Boom. You know what I mean? Let me guess. Some Laker fans are upset about it. Of course, Laker fans are going to be upset. You feel me? Shit, we get fucking Magic Johnson back. Old school Magic Johnson. They still won't be happy. It's like, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Laker fans want to go 82-0 at this point. You know what I mean? Luka? What do you mean, Luka? What you mean? What you mean, lad? You know? Luke Kennard, you mean? You feel me? Let me see. The total salary, $19.4 million for Luke Kennard, non-tax mid-level, 0. Tax layer penalty, $19.9 million. First apron space, $1.5 million. Hard cap first apron, $1,959. Other notes. Lakers have 0 second-round picks left. Luke Kennard will be unrestricted free agent in the summer. Lakers can sign a 15th now. So, in fact, we did this trade to also open up a roster spot for Drew Timme, because Drew Timme is well coveted around the Lakers. So, I feel like we I feel like we can give Drew Timme a contract. Drew Timme is a great player in this league. He's a very, you know what I mean? So I feel like that also why we made the trade to open up a roster spot so we can sign him to a standard contract. So, you know what I mean? This move is also suggested that we needed. But I'm kind of worried that of course, Lad's going to say something about what players we have in here, of course. Shout out to Lad, though. Shout out to everybody in here early morning, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. 11 million. That's cool. Yeah, we already know. He ain't getting traded. Damn, why do I can't hear shit? Hold on, chat. Oh, no chat. Let me see. But yeah, man, overall, like it. But I'm worried about the defense because he's a liability on defense, and that's what concerns me. He's a great 3-point specialist, but the defensive end is where our struggles lie. And I feel like we need to go make a trade for a wing defender. Hey, if Giannis, here's the thing: if I'm the Lakers, I'm gonna make some Laker fans upset, but I don't give it in because I keep it real. If I'm the Lakers, and Giannis is not getting traded, right? Or if he gets traded, pivot to somebody else like a Andrew Wiggins or Michael Porter Jr. You know what I mean? Or somebody. You know what I mean? You can't just have the same roster and just have Luke Kennard, because I feel like if we need to get off the Gabe Vincent era, we already did. Now we need the Rui era. You know what I mean? Yes, they can. It happened with Mike Conley, lad. He got traded from. He'd been traded already. He went from Charlotte to Chicago. So, you know what I mean? Just for Lakers are probably still working on something behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And hopefully a big trade happens. You know what I mean? Now the ultimate goal would be to get like a Herb Jones or somebody like that. But the asking price for Herb Jones is pricey, and Lakers don't want to demand that. So it's like, okay, what defender could we get? Or we just wait till the buyout market, because there's going to be a lot of players on the buyout market. So we're going to see what the Lakers are going to do. And shout out to Angry, Lakers World Order merch. Appreciate you, big dog. But yeah, man, I know some Laker fans are happy, and also some Laker fans are pissed off that Gabe got traded. LOL. We made a trade. Now we move forward with the roster, potentially with like this. Is basically we just swap out Gabe for Luke Kennard, and we move on. Now we're going to see what buyout players we're going to get. But I'm really interested to see y'all about the defense. That's a concern, and I feel like we need to adjust our concerns just like we did with shooting. You know what I mean? We're bad at shooting. Gabe Vincent was terrible here, and you know what I mean? He balled out in Miami, but when he came here, he didn't do anything. So now, okay, I'm gonna say this here right now. I know people say, "Oh, let him go off if he's on Atlanta Hawks." Okay, if he's turning out, shooting threes, going crazy, that perfectly lets me know those bright lights are too bright for Gabe Vincent in Los Angeles. But it wouldn't surprise me, y'all, if that happened. You know what I mean? But Atlanta Hawks made a lot of moves today. Chicago Bulls made moves today. They're making a lot more moves. Let me see here. Yeah, a lot of Hawks have traded Kristaps Porzingis for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. That's a good move for Atlanta Hawks. Sorry, lad. Your boy Jonathan Kuminga got traded, man. You okay, bro? You know, Lonzo Ball got traded to the Jazz, but he's about to be cut. You know, Chris Paul got traded to the Toronto Raptors. He's about to get cut. You know what I mean? Let me see. Okay. But now is this the opportunity we get rid of DeAndre Ayton? I know he has a player option. Do we trade him now? So there's a lot of questions. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? See, of course, some Laker fans are pissed off about the trade. See, this is what I'm talking about. Laker fans always trade this person, get rid of this person. So as you make a trade, and then you're crying about it. I don't understand that. Luke Kennard is one of the best three-point shooters in this league, and you're complaining about it. That means you really want this team to go 81-0, have no flaws, be perfect. There's no perfect NBA team in this league, man. I'm telling you right now. You know? You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Angry. Shout out to Lakers and Lakers all day and everybody, man. But it's crazy, bro. And also, too, I forgot it happened yesterday. Jackson Hayes got suspended for pushing the mascot. Look how crazy that is. Okay, so it's kind of breaking news. It's not surprising, but if Milwaukee does not trade Giannis Antetokounmpo, they're going to shut him down for the season. Okay. Then if that happens, they're going to wait till the summer, and they probably have a bunch of draft picks in the summer for teams. So it's a plus for the Milwaukee Bucks and also A++ for the Lakers because I think that's what they're gearing for. But we're going to see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? So we just got to hold the fort down until – shout out to all the people liking the video, all of the videos. But yeah, man, I like the move. I like the move because it's gonna bring. If you double team Luka Kennard's gonna be wide open. Luke Kennard plays off ball. He went to Duke, so him and JJ have that like chemistry already. Our team's I'm excited to see how much minutes he's gonna play. If it's just gonna be in spurts, or gonna be a lot. You know what I mean? So we got Luke Kennard, Austin Reeves, Jake LaRavia, and Drew Timmy. I see what you're going with there, lad. See where you're going with that, bruh. So, but yeah, man, trade deadline special, man. I'm excited for the deadline. You know what I mean? So, like other moves, I just feel like Giannis ain't gonna be traded. I feel like John Morant's not gonna get traded. You know what I mean? And you're gonna see a trade like this one. I didn't expect Lakers to get anybody, and then he came out of nowhere like this. You know, and I feel like we're not done making moves. I feel like we need to get off Dobbs Connect because, all right. So we get it. Okay. So we're on the first apron at projected salary at, damn, first apron at $195.9 million. Yeah, we don't even have any. Damn. No wonder why we're not making any big moves because we only got one fucking draft pick until next year. We don't got any more second-round picks. We have 2 3-ways, 14 guaranteed contracts. We got Luke Kennard, Bronny, Marcus Smart, Dalton Connect on our reserves. We still got Maxi Kleber, Rui, Aldero Thuro, Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes. Like this team needs to do some more moves because I'm looking at right here. Those, you know what I mean? We got to get. We're on the 1st of April, man. That's crazy. Tax threshold at 1.878 million. Damn, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, it's the fact that I ain't gonna lie. After looking at this from Bobby Marks from ESPN, I think that's the only move we're gonna do. In my opinion, now we can only work with what we have. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Hold on. Okay, trade on special ships around you. But man, it's crazy. Hold on. But yeah, no. That's the thing that the defense. You know what I mean? Now I think we gotta address our defense and go make a trade. You know what I mean? We can go make a trade for somebody else on the defensive end, or say, no, what, let's wait till the buyout market, or get some people from the G League or something. Because what we have, we don't really got much to spend, so you got to do what you got to do in order to work what you work with. You feel me? I like the move for 3-point specialist standpoint. What we got, but also too, we got to address more, ladies and gentlemen. Our defense, trade Rui if you have to, and a 1st-round pick. F it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can't really rely on trying to get Giannis in the center. That's the thing I want to bring up. I know there's something on my mind, right? I want to address. Nothing crazy. Actually, something that's been bothering me. Lakers say they want to wait for Giannis, right? Bucks over and wait till the summer. What if the Bucks make a trade in the summer that attracts Giannis to stay? Then all that waiting you did, Lakers, will be for nothing. This would be the time to be aggressive now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like I feel like there's going to be more trades to follow. Yeah, I would trade Rui too, but what can you get back for Rui, though? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If we make a trade, I feel like we should have went and go ahead and got, you know what I mean? Let me see. Just give me 1 second. 1 second, chat. But Minnesota upgraded their defense. Minnesota upgraded defense for trading for this guy right here. I wanted the Lakers to get him too, but he's young, athletic. You know what I mean? So it's just like we got to upgrade that. You know, I know we upgraded our shooting. Now we got to upgrade our. If I ain't gonna lie, bro, there are 3. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna address this. If I'm the Lakers, I'm trading Kaliba, Connect, and Bronny. I don't give a F. If LeBron gets banned, you're not gonna be here next year. You gotta do what you gotta do to clear a roster spot or get your better on the bench. You know what I mean? This other thing too, like we keep talking about, we're gonna re-sign Austin Reeves. What about the Jake LaRavias of the world, Rui Hachimura's? Are you guys willing to let all that salary cap space go? Like, it's like we gotta really talk about that. Like, there's no guarantee Giannis will be here. There's no guarantee another superstar will be here after LeBron leaves. So we gotta do what's best and try to build around Luka. Maybe, you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, you can always wait on Giannis. What if we wait and he says, I'm just gonna stay? So you have to really think about that. And that concerns me, that we're doing all this cat space on the videos, and then Giannis doesn't come here. And then it's like, okay, we're going to wait till 2028 for Nikola Jokic. That's about 2 years of Luka's tenure with the Lakers, and it's already being wasted. So the Lakers got to really figure that out now, a couple hours away from the deadline, and then you move forward. Then you have a game tonight versus the Sixers. So we have no Gabe Vincent anymore or Jackson Hayes. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yes. And shout out to Dan Wiki of the LA Times that broke the news first. He broke it before anybody. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But shout out to him, man. Shout out to everybody that's you know, Hit that like button, let's get them likes up. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. Off rip, 89 people off stream. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. You know what I mean? I like the move. People, hold on, chat. Quit crying, bro. Yeah, it's. Let me see. And if, yeah, I asked Dan Wiki if this is the only move Lakers are gonna make. He never responded yet, so I don't think this is the only move. I think we're still trying to get Dalton because the Dalton doesn't get traded, right? He's just gonna be sitting on the bench. So I feel like you should move him and get at least a second round pick back. Maybe trade Maxi Kleba, him, and you know what I mean? I would have packaged all three of them up. You know what I mean? Because we have Dalton Connect, Kaliba, and Bronny on the bench. They're really not going to get any playing time, no on certain spurs. But you have to look at your roster and be like, what's the point of keeping Bronny if LeBron's not being here? What I'm saying is, do what you have to do with your roster spot. You know, trade to the back end or trade your some Jake LaRavia. What if an opportunity comes where we get somebody better than him? Then you pull. You know what I mean? You do the trade. Because I'm looking at the roster and I did see an article from Dan Wiki at the LA Times, right? That the Lakers feel like this roster is a playoff team when it starts the playoffs. How many times have we heard that? When teams say, "Oh, I like this roster in the playoffs better," than they get to the playoffs and lose. No, I don't. I'd have to disagree. If we're doing the same mistakes we're already doing, not playing defense, getting up hella threes, what do you think is going to change in the playoffs? Just being real. So I'm concerned with the defensive liability that we have, and that concerns me. You know what I mean? Because we're dead last in field goal percentage from defending three. Contested shots were dead last. So it's like we have to address what's needed. But shooting was needed. Now go to the defensive end. Address that. You have to address those things. Not just, I'm going to wait till the buyout market. Then nobody gets bought out. You know what I mean? So you have to address that. You know what I mean? Or we just say, let's work what we have. Let's keep Rui, Dalton Connect, Kleba. Or we waive Kleba, Connect, and then just keep that rush spot open. Shout out to Jack. I think 12. Yeah, 12 o'clock. You know? But yeah, man, hopefully we make some more moves. If not, then we got to have this roster like this. Yeah. Shout out to Lad. Yep. I already know about that. Oh, man. Got some. Wherever you're from, 9, 10, 11. So for us, it's 4 hours away. So 12 o'clock West Coast time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, man, I don't expect Giannis to get traded. I don't expect, you know what I mean? So I like the move. Let's continue to get better from it, build, and move forward with this roster. Oh, you're in Australia. Oh, hey, you're watching from Australia. That's cool. Hell yeah. But yeah, man. Now I feel like, and I think Luke Kennard played in Dallas with Luka. So it's like, and he's a Duke player, him and JJ. So it's like, you know, now you try your best to go get some defense at the deadline. You're a couple hours away, so it's just like, you know what I mean? But other than that, y'all, let me see here. Yeah, that's the only trade for Lakers so far right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna Gabe Vincent's last game was in New York. So they got Buddy Hield and Gabe Vincent now. So Lakers have 0 second-round picks and 1 first-round pick left to trade. You might as well just trade that fucking first-round pick, bro. If I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to go get Anthony Simons from Chicago. He's on an expiring contract. He plays defense. He brings energy. He could shoot the ball really well. I mean, Chicago is looking to trade him. And I did hear that Jonathan Kuminga may not stay in Atlanta. They may flip him for something else. You know what I mean? What if it's you know what I mean? Because Dan Wiki tweeted it out that they traded Gabe Vincent, and that was it. Because usually when a buddy from LA Times tweets, this would be the only move the Lakers will make. But he didn't tweet that. So I feel like Lakers are going to try to trade something else. You know what I mean? What's BB, huh? What you mean? Yeah, we all have first-round pick at this point. Trade it. Trade it at this point. Because, I just don't want to go into the offseason with, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? You have to start. Also, too, interesting standpoint, too. If I'm the Lakers, go get Jared Allen. Let me tell you why. He's a really talented big man, and he's young, and he fits the mold that we need with the athletic big, rim running, blocking shots. I understand that he's having $30 million cap space. I understand that, but that could be a good building block. Jared Allen, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you get him in here, he could play defense, rim running, block shots, one of the best shot blockers in the game, and that's what we need. We need defense. If you bring him in here, that'll be great. But the Lakers are going to wait for Giannis, and Giannis I feel like that's why you didn't see Lakers make that much moves, because they're holding on hope to get Giannis. I feel like that's what teams need to understand. If Giannis is not going to come to you, move, pivot. You know what I mean? Don't you can't just rely on one guy. What if he doesn't come here? Now you got, you know what I mean? Then the Lakers are like, we should have waited. We should have done more moves to Dylan. Oh wow, okay, damn. The Cavaliers has spoken about James Harden 6 weeks ago. Damn, crazy. But good luck to them in Cleveland. They're building a super team over there. But it's just crazy how that but they're still trying to trade Jared Allen. And if they do, I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they're trying to clear cap space for LeBron next year. I think this is the last year with the Lakers. And stuff like that. So we're gonna have to see, man. But yeah, man, everybody hit that like button. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the 90 people in here, man. Appreciate you guys all for it. I appreciate you guys so much. And 56% of you are not subscribed to Big Baby Sports. I see people with Michael Jordan's on. A lot of great clothing brands out there. Just hit that damn like button and subscribe. It's free. It's free. You guys want to be all in the videos, all liking my stuff, commenting. 56% of you are not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Okay, so I'm not okay. I'm glad. Let me see. What's going on, man? Okay. Perfect timing. Okay, perfect timing. I'm glad that since I'm live, according to Bill Turner from the LA Times, Lakers ain't expected to make more moves today, or instead of eyeing big splash this summer when they have more assets to reinsure, according to Bill Turner. It's basically breaking news. Breaking news, everybody, on Big Baby Sports. Lakers ain't expect to make more moves today, and they're instead eyeing a big splash this summer. And you know who that big splash is? Giannis Antetokounmpo. So we're only making that one move, y'all. This is according to Bill Turner, LA Times, Laker coverage for LA Times. He's well known around the NBA, so this is what he's hearing. The Lakers they're done making moves. So it's just like we move on. Now we move on. You know what I mean? Now we need to move on. You know what I mean? Let's see here. So we're not making any more moves. Not now. You know? Yep. Lakers are done making moves today. League sources tell LA Times. I knew it. So we're going to keep Rui. We're going to keep Dalton Connect. Maxi Kleber. Yeah, we're done making moves. Yep. Saving cap space for Giannis Antetokounmpo, y'all. But it's okay. We dress shooting, and we're waiting. You know what I mean? Yep, of course. And that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Lakers want to make a big splash this summer when they have more reinsurance. So like the draft picks, cap space. I get it. But now, you know what I mean? Right here. Right here from Bill Turner from the LA Times, y'all. So it's breaking news to me. So breaking news on Big Baby Sports. Lakers expect to make more moves today. Yep, I agree. And that's one of the main reasons why we did that Luke Kennard trade. Because they know that they only can get, you know what I mean? And unless something materializes, but as of right now, you know what I mean? And until something materializes, it's all just, you know what I mean? Unless something pops up on our radar, then we need to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we know that Lakers are looking to make a big splash in the free agency. But yeah, man, I'm not surprised. They expect we'll see until Sharp would have been nice. Yeah, no more second. Not I think it is true because Bill Turner of the LA Times is well coveted around the league, y'all. And you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just feel like I'm not surprised. Laker fans are upset. Oh, that's the only move. We can only work what we have. Now we go with this roster, and if we don't win anything, now we move forward with the summer. I expect the Lakers to only make I thought Lakers were not going to make no moves. So this one's kind of surprising. We dress our shooting, but we don't dress our defense. That's today's NBA, y'all. But yeah, man, that's the breaking news of today. Lakers trade Gabe Vincent to Atlanta Hawks for Luke Kennard, man. I will be back live if any more breaking news happens with the Lakers. Potentially Lakers, as of right now, they're not making any more moves. But if something materializes, but I will be back on later for Che Land special. Great show. But it's been your boy, Big Baby. It's been your boy, Big Baby, man. Hit that like button and subscribe. 56% of you not subscribe. Hit that damn subscribe button, y'all. Everybody that's in here, that's new, subscribe. It's not that damn hard. Have a great day. I'll be back on later. Peace.